Hey you guys, welcome to Talks with Tiff TV. I am Tiffany Bless Thomas. I'm so excited for you guys to join me on tonight. We're gonna go ahead and get right into the show because I don't want to prolong anything and everything is on the time. I know before you guys who have been with me for years, you guys know that I used to do a Monday Night Live show where I would get on and I would talk about entrepreneurship or whatever it was that God was dealing with me at that time. Well, I stopped doing that show. Um, I stopped doing those lives because God transitioned me. Not only did He transition me, I felt like it was something more that He wanted to do in me. So here we go now with Talks with Tiff TV. Um, Tonight I'm just going to talk about the show, give you guys an introduction of what it is, what you guys can expect from it. A lot of things will, you know, as you guys know, being an entrepreneur, it's just a trying era. So we learning, we're growing, and I'm excited, y'all. I'm so excited about this show. I was nervous and I was gonna delay it, but I was reminded about when God tell us to do something, that we need to go ahead and do it. I think the person told me, what was it? Delayed obedience is still disobedience. So I knew that that was a word for me because I was really going to delay this show. Like I wasn't ready to come on. A lot of stuff that I wanted to do, um, it's delayed. So I was like, okay, God, so you say do it, I'm going to go ahead on it. I'm going to, jump into it and I'm going to do it. So let's talk about the show. Talks with Tiff TV. You guys, it's going to be a show all about faith based. A few years ago, I told God that, well, I'll say about 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, I told God that I would, once I had my encounter with God and I saw like how um, real He was to me, and all of the things that I was experiencing, I knew that it was nobody but God. So when I start to experience those things and start to feel the presence of God, I told God that I wanted to be my life to be a living testimony. Like I wanted to live out loud, not be afraid of people like seeing my life and knowing that it was nobody but God. I didn't want nobody to get the glory, nobody to get the credit for what was being done in my life. Like nobody but God. You know, a lot of times people that come into our lives and they'll try to do things for us, and you know, they want the credit. Well, I did this for her. That's how she got to this place. So I did that. So I always told God, like, I know He's so real. One thing we can't, a lot of people try to do is force religion on people. Well, I didn't want to force religion on nobody. I just knew what I knew from relationship and from experience, not from reading the Bible, or nothing like that. It was so real, as if like He was like with me every day, every step of the way. And I was like, somebody has to know about this God that I've experienced. So that's what I told God, that I wanted to live my life out loud, that I wanted people to see how real He was through me, through my life. And like I said, a few years ago I started the Monday Night Live talks when God was dealing with me about entrepreneurship. I would come on and I would tell you guys about different things every Monday night. Well, you guys know when that first happened, my voice, it was real challenging for me to come on and talk, because it was like every Monday, it's like I would almost go hoarse, or I would have trouble talking, or my mouth would be very dry, or it was always just something like going on or whatever. And I knew it was the enemy attacking me at the time, when God first told me to do it, because I'm very shy. I wasn't a person that would speak out or anything. So when God gave me that assignment to do at that time, I was like, I don't want to do this. So I would get on and I would be nervous, and I'll cut the show short, or I might say little by little, but I won't like deliver the message completely. So about almost a year ago, God gave me Talks with Tiff. I was driving and I heard God say, do Talks with Tiff. And I prolonged it. I prolonged it for a long time because I was like, well, where am I going to go with it? Like, what direction do you want me to go? So it took me some time to sit still and to figure out what it was that God really wanted me to talk about. And he reminded me of what I said when I said, God, I want to live my life out loud. I want to show people how real you are through my life. You know, like show like how faithful he is. And when he says he's going to do something, he does it. It sounds crazy when we're doing things. He tells us to do something and we do it and it look crazy to everybody else, but it's really God that's doing it. So I told him that I wanted to do that and he reminded me of that. So I was like, okay, I woke up one day and I heard God say December 28th. And I was like, that's too soon. That's like a few weeks away. So you guys know I kind of like dropped a bomb on you know, Talks with Tiff. I kind of like dropped the bomb and said, okay, we're going to go back live with Talks with Tiff. So I'm excited about this year. You guys, when I was talking about entrepreneurship and all the things that I was doing in those seasons when I was doing Monday Night Live, if y'all did not grab hold of everything that I said or didn't like birth out a business in like this year, this season, y'all, through this pandemic, oh shoot, my neck is up. If y'all didn't birth out a business, yeah, thank you. If y'all didn't birth out a business during this time, I didn't even sit down and try to consider it. I say y'all are crazy. This was the best time, the best time to do it. You guys know, you guys have seen when I told y'all, I said, well, God told me to homeschool my kids a year before the pandemic, about a year or two before the pandemic. Well, not only was I fighting myself during that time, but also I was getting fought on every other end about me homeschooling my kids. So I was fighting God while everybody else was trying to fight me about homeschooling kids. But little did we know, a year or two later, it was going to be a pandemic. Not only did God prepare me for that, but he transitioned me within that time from one city to another city. And I can't wait to share my testimony with you guys about my transition, how God had favored me so much. Like he transitioned me with nothing. And how the favor of God like was just upon my life, and how he just opened doors that like I couldn't even imagine. You know, when I was fighting God about this show right here, I was asking God, you know, like what is it he wanted me to do, and I was trying to talk myself out of doing it and everything, and I just like shut down for a minute about doing it. When I was asking him about it, he, you know, what was I about to tell y'all? I just slipped my mind. Oh, and when he reminded me of what I said or whatever, I was just like, okay, so how I'm gonna do this? You know, like what's gonna happen or whatever. So I was nervous, but when I tell y'all, and I'm still nervous, but of course, you know, as an entrepreneur, you'll fail many times, you know. But the thing is that we have to keep going. We have to keep pushing forward. Of course, we may not get it right the first time, but if you keep pursuing and keep pushing forward and keep doing it, like God will, like honor it. He'll honor it, whatever it is that you're gonna do. Especially if He has given you a word about you. Especially if He has given you an instruction or a word about doing it. So I said I was gonna keep all of the talks really short. And I was going to keep it at a 15-minute minimum. Of course, I'm going to get on throughout the week and give y'all little snippets here and there, just to kind of encourage you guys to draw y'all in. If y'all have not already, subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can do my lives there instead. We thought that we were going to be able to do it on another platform tonight, but when we got ready to do it and to test it, we were not able to do it. So I guess we're finna figure that out. So make sure you guys are subscribed to everything. I do believe God's gonna take me to a whole nother level with this. If y'all follow it, y'all will see my, like I said, like my life being lived out loud. Um, so y'all make sure y'all subscribe. I think I posted once before about the YouTube channel. Y'all subscribe to that. You guys subscribe to the Instagram, Uniquely Tiffany LLC. I'll tell you guys about that because that was a name given to me by God as well. Even, everything. It was given to me by God. And it just came to me. Just out of the blue. It wasn't nothing I was looking for. But that's when the best things happen. Or whatever. Like I told you guys about the homeschooling. I wasn't looking for it. I didn't know how I was going to do it. But God prepared me for that. And He prepared me for everything. Especially through this pandemic. Not only did He prepare me through the homeschooling, but He increased my business and everything throughout the whole pandemic. But it was all because of my obedience and me having an ear to hear Him and not afraid to look crazy. When everybody else was saying, it's not a good idea. So you guys got to know, when everybody else saying it's a bad idea for you to do something, you got to know, that's God. Do it. Go for it. Because you don't want people's approval. You want to make sure you're going to be your biggest cheerleader. I've learned so much. I've learned that, the people that we really want to root for us are the people that we really want to be in our corner when we succeed are going to be the people that's not going to be there. The ones that we think that's not going to hurt us are not going to that's not going to hurt us, are not going to disappoint us, be the main people that are going to hurt us and the ones that are going to disappoint us. One thing I pray on a daily basis is the Lord will keep my mind free from the wickedness of this world. Keep my heart pure and keep my hands clean. I pray that every night, because when I tell y'all, people are so wicked. I couldn't believe. I was like, God, is there anybody that's really, really faithful? Is there anybody that's really after your heart, or anybody who's just pure? You know what I mean? Do anybody want to be right? I was just do everybody have a motive? Do everybody, I didn't understand it. So it's one thing especially when I come in contact with people, I always ask God to keep my heart pure. I always ask Him to keep me away from the wickedness of the world. To keep my mind free from wickedness, from, people. I don't know, y'all. But that's all I'm going to have for you guys tonight. You guys make sure y'all tune in every Monday night at 9 with Talk with Tiff. And yeah, I'm excited, and I hope you guys are as well. Happy New Year. And I hope next year you guys have a business you guys are going to break out. Don't allow little stuff to come, people coming on telling y'all to do stuff. Don't think that it's by accident that you came across somebody talking about entrepreneurship, or came across, somebody talking about doing something that you have a desire to do, and you're figuring out how you're going to do it. All I can say is for you to just do it. Start off with what you have. If you guys that have been following me, y'all know that I did a live where I said everything you need is in-house. You have everything. We thinking we want to start off big. I wanted to start off really big today, or whatever. With my logos and my, and stuff like that. Well, a lot of things was not ready, and I have not decided on one. I haven't decided on one thing just yet. So, just start off somewhere. You know what I mean? Don't delay it. Like somebody told me, delayed obedience is still disobedience. Delayed obedience is disobedience. That's it. That's what she said. So that stuck with me, and it's been sticking with me for a very, very long time, ever since she said it. So I'm going to tell y'all that if you got something in your heart and you know it's what you really want to do, and you know that it's God-given talent, don't waste it. Do not waste it. Y'all. I don't know how much I can just stretch that to y'all. Don't waste your time. Make sure that you're doing whatever it is you want to do. I don't care if you come on live for 2 minutes and just showing your face, but you know that God said do something. Like let him like birth out the gifts in you. Like you don't want to just be a nobody. Like people need to hear your story. Somebody needs to be delivered through you. So make sure you guys are doing it. I've been out here longer than I expected. But that's how I get when I get comfortable. I be so nervous right before I come on. But, thank y'all for tuning in. Follow me on everything at Uniquely Tiffany LLC. Tune in to subscribe to my YouTube channel with Talk with Tiff TV. And I will see you guys. Happy New Year.